Chat GPT just released search. This is actually pretty crazy because I've been like waiting for this feature for the last 6 months. So if you know how Chat GPT works under the hood, LLM is pretty much just a next token predictor trained on historical data. So literally when you ask it questions, it's almost like it's making things up. It's writing words in a pattern that a human would, and based on its trained data, these sentences make sense and actually solve like whatever question or query that you're asking. So, but the main thing about an LLM is it's just a next token predictor. It was really bad at giving references, and back in the days, it was trained on really old data. Like a year ago, it was giving me 2021. It was only going up to 2021 when it was 2023. So now with GPT search, I think you get up to date data, and that is going to be really powerful. I wonder when they're going to make this accessible via the API. But I'm just going to quickly read over introducing Chat GPT search by OpenAI themselves, and then play around with it a bit and see what actually is introduced here in this new product launch. So introducing Chat GPT search right on Halloween. Get fast, timely answers with links to relevant web sources. Okay. Messaging. Can you help me plan a road trip? Yes. It says guide. Planning a road trip. So it's using the LLM still to produce like some outputs. But what's the difference? Oh, I'm seeing it actually has links there. Interesting. Cool. That's a little demo. So ChatGPT can now search the web in a much better way than before. Before you could actually make it search the web using like function calling, but I'm not sure. This might be a bit different. And that was like I think it was only available API via the API, not the ChatGPT consumer version. You can get fast, timely answers with links to relevant web sources, which you would have previously needed to go to a search engine for. This blends the benefits of a natural language interface with the value of up to date sports, scores, news, stock quotes, and more. Okay? Up to date is the key word here. ChatGPT will search the web based on what you ask, or you can manually choose to search by clicking the web search icon. Okay? You can click this is new. Okay, interesting. We'll search. Okay. So it looks like it mixes in like actually searching, just storing in resources, or you could specifically try. I'm gonna try that out later. Search will be available on chatgpt.com as well as the desktop and mobile apps. All GPT Plus and Team users, as well as Search GPT waitlist users, will have access today. Enterprise and EDU users will get access in the next few weeks. We'll roll out to all free users over the coming months. Okay. So what does it do? It's designed to get you to a better answer. Getting useful answers on the web can take a lot of effort, and it often requires multiple searches and digging through links to find quality sources and the right information for you. That's one thing I really like about ChatGPT that I really almost cut out Google out of my life because like when I'm searching for a programming problem, for example, I would have to search it on Google, then click through like 4 or 5 different links and distill all the information and figure out which information that I actually need. But now with ChatGPT, I could just ask the question; it just gives me the answer. And a lot of times, I just want the answer. Sometimes the answer is wrong, and then I'll have to source or I have to look in Google to make sure that it's correct. But if it actually gives me the references to how it came up with the data, that would be life changing because then I could actually confirm that it's working correctly based on the resources or the links that it said it used in order to generate what it generated. So, yeah, now chat can get you to a better answer. Ask this question in a more natural conversational way, and ChatGPT can choose to respond with information from the web. Go deeper with. I wonder how you can get your data indexed by ChatGPT. Like, is there gonna be like SEO for ChatGPT? That that's gonna be the future. So Now chat can get you ask a question in a more natural conversational way, and GPT can respond with information from the web. Go deeper with follow-up questions, and ChatGPT will consider the full context of your chat to get a better answer for you. So here it's looking like it's going to be getting the weather. Interesting. We've also partnered with news and data providers to add up-to-date information and new virtual designs for categories like weather, stocks, sports, news. Okay, cool. Looks like they're handling these specific categories specifically. Weather, stocks, sports, news, and maps. So John, if you wow, okay, once this isn't in the once this is in the part of the API, it's gonna be so powerful. Chat GPT Search promises to better highlight and attribute information from trustworthy news sources, benefiting audiences while expanding the reach of publishers like ourselves who produce premium journalism. That makes a lot of sense. Go straight to the source. Chats now include links to sources. Yep, mentioned that already. We're gonna explore all these features live. We are convinced that AI search will be in the near future and for next generation. Just more testimonials. We collaborate extensively with the news industry and carefully listen to feedback from our global publisher partners. Okay? Just they're letting us know that they didn't do this all by themselves and just not a bunch of engineers trying to push something out in the world. They consulted people who are actually in this industry, who are actually going to get affected. So, yeah, that's good. Oh, okay, we're getting to the meat of it. How it works and what comes next. The search model is a fine-tuned version of ChatGPT 4, post-trained using novel synthetic data generation techniques, including distilling outputs. ChatGPT leveraged several third-party search providers as well as content provided directly by our partners to provide. Thanks for feedback from Search GPT. We brought the best of Search GPT experience into the ChatGPT. Cool. I don't know. It just kind of launched the feature and said exactly what. I'm planning a trip to LA, so I want to actually see how this is gonna work. Um, I'm planning, or let's do. Okay. Apparently, if you don't click search, it will still be able to find. It will still be able to like search for you, if it thinks it needs to. I'm planning a trip to LA in mid-November. Will it rain? Before ChatGPT could never answer this question, honestly. Or, I mean, it could, but it would use historical. And it looks like it's still using Mount Overpox. While November marks the beginning of rainy season, significant rainfall is uncommon, and it has a source. Who's their source? And it has citations. Cool. Yeah. How? I wonder how SEO is gonna work in this new market. What is the current price of Nvidia? Wow. As of November 1, it's trading at 1368. Okay. Wow. That is crazy. Let's look at Yahoo Finance and confirm. 136. Pretty close, pretty close. It's showing the correct chart. Wow. This is crazy. Okay, as a and a bunch of news articles that you can click into. This is actually pretty crazy. Um, let's see what else. Um, Sports. Did Phoenix Suns win yesterday? How many points did KD score? Yes. Defeated Kevin Durant contributed significantly, scoring 35 points in a game. Is that real? Um, did Kevin Durant score 35 points yesterday? No, he only scored 18. Okay, it's still hallucinating. I caught it hallucinating in this in the second prompt that I gave it, but it's still trying a little bit better. Like that is the real score from yesterday. I did watch that game a little bit. Cool. Yeah. So now it literally has search. It has search. It can do weather, stocks, sports, news, maps. Um, who is in the lead for the election? Okay. Who is it citing? Okay, they're saying Harris has a slight advantage, and it's actually coding sources. Honestly, I don't have ChatGPT without this, so I don't know. I'll probably have to get my brother to look over or like see what the big difference is. But I like how it's using sources. I like to click into things and read things, if I want to. So this is crazy. It's kind of the like reverse of what Google is. Um, like ChatGPT search is essentially the reverse of Google. Google, you type in a query, a question, and it gives you results. And then you click into results and figure out the answer of what you want to, like what you were asking for originally. But now with ChatGPT search, you literally type in a query or a question, it answers you, and then if you want to, you could look at the resources that were linked. So it's kind of like reversing the paradigm, and I think that is a much better way of like finding information. That's kind of how we learn things these days. A teacher tells us something, we see something, and then we go look it up and do more research on it. It's not the reverse. So I think this is a great step for ChatGPT, and these are some great features. Let's see. Yeah, cool. Yeah. So now you have sources. You can search the web. You can search the web like by just typing in, or you could specifically search the web and you can click into a bunch of different resources. And it looks like they're just going to keep adding more and more data providers as they go. Yeah, cool. That was my reaction to ChatGPT releasing search. See y'all.